Ionic bonds. They are everywhere. In your food, in your car, in your bones. Ooh, looks like somebody broke a bond. In this video, we will be talking about the history, uses, and future possibilities of ionic bonding.
As early as 100 BC, Asclepius, a Greek physician, speculated about the existence of clusters of atoms. The concept of this is implies to the existence of some force of attraction holding elements together. A few years later, after Asclepius, a Roman philosopher named Lucretius combined atomism with the idea of four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. In his work on the nature of things, he described atoms as a tiny spear attached to each other by a fishhook-like substance. A few decades later, a British physicist, Joseph John Thomson, born in December 1856. He was a smart kid that got into college when he was 14. He majored in math and physics. In 1897, he published a paper of his discovery of electrons. In his paper, he mentioned and suggests that electrons can be transferred from one atom to another. This great man has sacrificed a lot to give us the truth in every object on Earth, and this is ionic bonding.
The world moves due to ionic bonding. Not really, but it's still true. The new lithium-ion batteries in electric cars use the concept of ionic bonding. Your bones are made of an ionic compound called calcium chloride. Food has salt, and salt has taste. Without ionic bonding, there will be no salt, and no tasty food. Fertilizers are made of ammonium nitrate, an ionic compound. No ionic compound means no fertilizers, which means less agricultural output. So to put it short, no ionic compounds mean no water, no tasty food, no cars, no bones, no teeth, no fertilizers, and no earth as we know it.
There have been many discoveries in the past which have revolutionized the world. All of these changes have had an impact in creating the world as we know it. From discoveries such as electricity, gravity, the shape of the earth, Higgs boson, and the cactus plant. They have all made the front papers in their era. However, fear not, we still have a few brains around us that are still functioning. They are researching from the past and simultaneously in the present to enhance our lives. Now, let's not forget about the unraveling of ionic bonding, which has made us all come together and get the privilege of being taught by the one and only Miss Bake. Recently, people have taken the discovery of ionic bonding even further by using it to replace superheated air to power engines for aircrafts. Other scientists have even taken it a step further by creating ionic liquids. Even with all of these advancements, the power of ionic bonding is still unknown.
Now, we have already seen many of the practical uses of ionic bonding in today's society, but what about the future? A study was conducted that explained how scientists are trying to create ionic liquids, ionic compounds that are in a liquid state. This futuristic and influential reaction can help create many innovative products that can benefit society in many ways. Sadly, the majority of ionic bonding has already been discovered, and many of their implications are being used already. Therefore, future possibilities for applying this reaction is very slim, because we have already implied this reaction in our current society, which means that there is very limited new things that we can put forth for the future. Overall, ionic liquids is an innovation that will help our society in the future, knowing that there is now very limited new possibilities for ionic bonding to develop in the future.
It would seem that our time together has come to an end, and so let us not forget the bond that we have built together. Let us always cherish these memories, For who could ask more than to receive the knowledge of ionic bonds? And thus I farewell you, O young grasshopper, and may the bonds be with you.